How to grow your edges back in 4 ways. If you've been struggling with thin or missing edges because of traction alopecia, you are in the right place. You might be wondering, does hair grow back from traction alopecia? What are the first signs of traction alopecia? Let's talk about it. Hi, I'm Regina with Fix My Broken Hair, and I had alopecia in the top of my head. But a lot of people suffer with alopecia of the edges, of the sides, around the sides of the head, and it's called traction alopecia. But I've so far have not suffered with my edges being really, really thin. I think I just naturally have thin edges, but some people don't have any edges at all for a reason. Here are 4 ways to grow back your edges that have worked for other people. First of all, what is traction alopecia? Traction alopecia is the thinning or balding of hair that comes from tight hairstyles, pulling your edges too tight. Now my edges are pulled a little tight in this video, and they're not going to be like this but a few minutes, but it's because my clip might be a little bit tight. But if you wear styles like this all the time, and you wear it where it's pulling so much that some of the leading hairs are causing bald spots, that's what this is due to. It's due to wearing these styles too often or wearing them all the time. So signs of traction alopecia are receding hairlines, typically around the nape and the forehead, small pimples in your scalp and at the base of usually braids, redness, itchiness, ulcers on your scalp, and hair widening hair parts. And I still have some wide hair parts up in the top. I'm working on that though. But that's usually sign. And mine is not traction alopecia. Mine is from the alopecia I had before. And then you may have thin patches of hair. Now, if you wear your hair up in a ball and a top knot all the time, right where that ball sits, sometimes that hair is thin, sometimes it's short, sometimes it's broken. Right in the spot where the ball sits, that is traction alopecia. So the first way to regrow your edges and bald spots, a spray that contains potassium, sodium, magnesium, iodine, vitamin K, along with the main compound called eugenol, is known for antimicrobial and antiseptic and anti-inflammatory properties. So here's how you make this spray. You're going to take a glass jar. You're going to put your cloves in it. You're going to cover the jar and let it sit until your clove water looks like Coca-Cola. It's that color. When it looks that color, it's ready. Now the purpose of the spray is to grow your edges back. So you're going to stimulate the growth on this scalp by spraying your edges and massaging them gently with this clove water spray. So you're going to make sure that the spray is absorbed around those edges where the hair is thin. And you can do this in other parts of your head too. But that's what this is for. And this spray can be stored in the refrigerator and it'll last for a few months. So I would probably do this every day. Just gently, just a little bit, massage those edges until you start to see those hairs come back. Now, if you would like to see me make the clove water, just leave it in the comments and I'll make a video making this clove water. The second way to grow bald edges back fast is ginger, garlic, and cloves are pounded or blended into a paste. Now the paste is combined with a carrier oil. Then you're going to use the double boiler method to cook this down. And then you're going to sieve it with a cheesecloth. And then you're going to transfer your oil to an application bottle. Now this is an oil now. So you're going to put oil on your edges where the hair is either bald or very thin. Now this is recommended to be used as a pre-poo. It's like a hot oil treatment. And you're going to do your scalp massage with this as well. This oil can last up to 6 months in a cool, dry place. You can apply a light coating of this daily. And if your scalp is not sensitive, twice a week if you have sensitive scalp, and massage it into the problem area, especially where the bald patches are. Now this can be used as a sealant after you moisturize your hair, which you know we're moisturizing our scalp, so you can actually use this oil to seal your hair as well. But do not use this on your scalp if you are sensitive to it. You know, if you're allergic to it. Always do a patch test on your forearm to make sure you're not allergic to any of the things that we're doing in this video. So the third way to grow bald edges back fast would be ginger, which stimulates the hair follicles, improves scalp health, and increases circulation. Garlic rejuvenates hair, boosts growth, and is rich in essential vitamins and minerals. Cloves, again, which are high in antioxidants, it promotes hair growth. It promotes hair growth and conditions the scalp. And olive oil can be your or any carrier oil used as a base and substitute with coconut oil or grapeseed oil. It doesn't matter, whichever oil you have or you like to use. Castor oil, you know I like my castor oil. And jojoba oil, this is optional. You can use it as well. So this is a potent hair growth oil recipe. It contains ginger, garlic, cloves, and carrier oils. And it offers a lot of benefits for stimulating that hair growth and your scalp health and improvement in conditioning your hair. Now you can customize it. You can use whichever oils you have available and whatever you want to put in it that helps to, that you're not allergic to or you like to use. You can mix it however you want to, but these are the things you can put in this oil. But oils that are known to work for hair growth is rosemary oil, castor oil, and peppermint oil, and lavender oil. And you could try any of those as individual oils as well. I'm an oil type person, so I love using my oils. And the fourth way to actually grow your edges back could be to seek a professional. And this is going to be a dermatologist, or I can't think of the other one, but I'll put the name, I'll put it on the screen here, what I'm talking about. But those two people that can help you with your hair, but most people start with a dermatologist. So you could have some kind of internal health issue going on because you could be deficient in zinc or vitamin D. So a health professional can tell you that. And they can tell you which vitamins you need to take. Sometimes you're not getting enough biotin, maybe through your diet, or you can take saw palmetto, antioxidants to reduce the inflammation on your scalp. You may be eating too many processed foods. You may have uncontrolled diabetes, or you could have depression from losing a loved one. Then you can do to reverse this problem. Be careful when you're wearing those wigs with the glued down edges, because when you pull those wigs off, you pull those edges back, it pulls those hairs off. Limit tight styles. If it hurts, it's too tight. If you have to take a Tylenol, it's too tight. If it gives you a headache, it's too tight. If you can't move your eyebrows like this, that's too tight. If you have to go home and take an aspirin after you get your hair done, it's too tight. If you have little bumps around your edges of your head, it's too tight. And when these hairs first come back, they're going to be very fine, just like baby hair. I mean, they're going to literally be baby hair. They're going to be very fine and they may be kind of thin. And if you go back to what caused the problem, you're going to have the problem again. And the problem with traction alopecia, if you continue to, you grow your edges back and you do something else to damage your edges again, if you do it enough, you won't be able to get your edges back because it will become permanent. And a lot of this starts in our childhood. Someone combed our hair and they slicked it back and pulled it tight so it would stay smooth. And we just think that's the way you're supposed to style your hair. But let the person know. If somebody is putting braids in and they're putting them in too tight, let them know. You are paying that person to braid your hair. Let them know. Say that is too tight, that hurts. Let them know. But if you continue, it will become scarring. And once it becomes scarred, the hairs won't come back. So those are the 4 steps that you can take to grow your hair back. And I would start with the easiest one first and see if that works. And once you do that, then you can see if it works for your hair, and then change the way you're styling your hair. Once your edges are back, don't go back to what you were doing before. And I'll see you in the next video.